chat, you're not new. You've been here before. Hi, Isle. Hey, you're not new. Wait, game audio. I guess the game just doesn't have audio at the moment. Oh, there it is. Let me just check. Okay, yeah, it's playing. Oh, shush, Isle. Stream Elements, come on. I've been here for like 5 minutes already. Hey, yo. I still don't have like any emotes. I want to do like a drawing stream so that I can like draw it on stream as you would do in a drawing stream. That is what a drawing stream is for, naturally. Me. We're gonna go to Europe, finally. I'm trying to plan out in my head when I can do the drawing stream and if my computer can do a drawing stream, because it does kind of get fucky with like my drawing program. But yeah, do you have like any suggestions on any emotes you want to see? I already have an idea on what like the badge could be. Yeah. What? Do you like have any idea or like any suggestions on what you want to see? I know I already want to make a bonk emote, both for chat and bots. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like standard ones. Which one would be most used? Cause a wave emote? Okay, yeah. I'm wondering if I should do that as like an animated emote or just a regular one. Because I feel like animated emotes are like locked behind tiers, right? Or subs. And I kind of want like... And I want them general ones that anyone can get as soon as they follow. Or anyone can use as soon as they follow. Yeah, something like that. I definitely want to make like a Gesu face. Gesu face emote. That will be fun. And like maybe a dead emote. I don't know how often I die in stream, but I'm dead. But I want to make a dead emote for some reason. I don't know how often it will be used. I could just potentially be putting like effort in something that no one would use, but I want to make it. Okay. Hey, we're gonna start case 2 of the game now. Rip my voice, I have my Wawa. Not like this. How often do I do? Yeah, I feel like I get disgruntled a lot when playing games. And most of the games I play are like Ace Attorney and Genshin. I should not be that disgruntled, but yeah. And not like this emote does make sense. I think I like have 5 slots for follower emotes. So I'm trying to like, so a bong, a wave, I'll think under not like this. There's definitely like a tier-free emote I know I want to make. But that's for y'all to see. Okay, we can finally start the game. We'll start the game. You can throw in suggestions for emotes as the game goes on. I don't mind. We're starting. The Adventures of the Unbreakable Speckled Band.
狭い部屋の片隅、深い闇の中でホームズと私は息を潜めて待っていた。やがて通気口からシューシューと低くうなるような音が聞こえてきた。 その瞬間、突然ホームズが飛び出して闇の一点をステッキで鋭く打ち据えた。見たかワトソン。ホームズの張り詰めた声が空気を震わす。私がランプの遮光板を上げると部屋の情景がぼんやり浮かび上がった。ホームズは部屋の隅を睨みつけて私に向かってつぶやくように言った。被害者が死の間際に言い残したまだらの紐という謎の言葉、その恐ろしい正体こそがこいつだったのだよワトソン。そこには巨大な毒蛇が牙をむき威嚇するようにとぐろを巻いていた。それは世にも恐ろしいまだらの紐だった。
Damn. That really set it up. Ooh, 9th of January. It's like 3 days after my birthday.
それでは謎解きを始めるとしようか。この奇怪なる殺人事件、その真相をね。失礼。犯行時、扉は内側から缶抜きがかかっていた。缶抜きに細工された痕跡はない。犯行の際、この現場は完全な密室状態だったわけだ。被害者は死の間際にメッセージを残したようだ。ここに落ちているインクを使って書いたと考えられる。
Came out of his ass!
どうやら被害者はロシア人ということか。文字に全く乱れは感じられない。被害者は相当意志が強かったのだろう。見たことのない妙な文字だな。筆跡はこのメッセージとは明らかに違う。いや、これはむしろ人種が違うと断言してもいいかもしれない。札を貼ったのは犯行時間の直前、被害者自身だったようだな。
It's in Russian, yeah!
これは
Surprise, surprise, it's in Russian!
一体貴様は何なんだ。好き勝手しやがって。
そうです。海洋警察が到着するまで
Leave it to the whites to not know any other language aside from English.
どうやら今から5秒以内に諸君を犯人に紹介できそうだ。
バカを言うな。殺人現場だぞ。しかも奇怪な密室殺人だ。
それでは密室の謎、その封印を解くとしましょうか。
まさかその中に犯人が。
一体君は何者なのだ。
Oh god, his voice is way higher than the one I gave
世
him.
界の名探偵なのです。シャーロック・ホームズ。
Sherlock Holmes.
知らないとか。
You feel attacked? You'll only feel attacked if you think it pertains to you. Ugh, my head is throbbing. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. It sounds like he speaks like an animal. There's trouble in the air, what the fuck? Wait, I can't move. As a white who only knows English. Get good, Isle. Ah, what the? Why am I in handcuffs? So you wake up now? Wait, what? Who's this? I accidentally gave it a deep voice. Who is it? Oh, it's okay. Deep voice on point. We had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I do not believe how you could not wake up. You are a true cold-blooded man. You found me then. We found you. And now you pay, criminal. How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe? Sorry. Now you have been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is, No. I'll tell you everything. Oh, if memory serves right, this is a girl. There's only one thing I'd like to know from you. Isn't that... Yep, memory serves right. Sometimes my two brain cells do connect. Why did you do it? Why did you take his life? Mr. Sato! Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Where is he? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Where's Kazuma? Ha! You pretend to do not know. You are a wolf in sheep's pelt. You are the killer. You not try to make excuses. What? Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not long ago. It still hurts every time. It still hurts every time! Here, in this very cabin, that was bolted shut from the inside. His body? Please, do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your sleep. Kazuma's dead? But he can't be. And his handcuffs. Surely you don't think I... Oh my god, it hurts every time! Ah! I can't! I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama's life? Answer me, please! Whenever I try to do like a high-pitched voice, it always comes out as air. No! My thoughts exactly you! Ah! Kazuma. It was too short. It was just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? We won't get in trouble? Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come to England with me to study? It was really something else when you brought up your luggage in here earlier, though. Yes, I'll. Yes, he is. The way that Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor. I thought I was going to die. Yes, I still can't quite believe that. I really didn't think it'd be able to fit inside my trunk. Inside his trunk. Wait. Kazuma probably has experience with other things not fitting. Oh. You must have be even less of a man than you look. What? Hey, honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body. Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. But if you can find yourself in my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you. I hope not. I get the feeling that those Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway. They're a sturdy bunch, that's for sure. What I want to know is, why do we need to keep it a secret from the young lady? From our faithful judicial assistant Mikotoba, you mean? From your close friend, more to the point. Surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she'd give me away. No, But if she knew that what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association. It's best that only you and I know about this. I suppose so. Anyway, it's about the time that the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin. I know it's cramped, but you'd better get in there. Oh no! Ryu's getting shoved back into the closet! It won't be for long. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze. Yes, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I'll be in for it. Stop worrying. I'll tell you what. Why don't you write "keep out" or something on this piece of paper? What? What the hell is that on the table? I just noticed. Is it like a bone leg? Or a leg bone? However that word goes. Sorry, burps. I just ate before stream. I'm getting the burps. That is the strangest bone I have ever seen. Then I can stick it over the wardrobe door once you're inside. I don't know. Yeah, that's probably what they use to entertain themselves in the 50 days in the ship. We've only been at sea for about 15 days. How can this have happened? We were supposed to be going on this adventure to England together! We leave you at next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make more trouble for yourself. Murderer! That's like the second time he's been called a murderer. Jesus. No! I'm not a murderer! Damn! You said before. You said you admit everything about your crimes. No, that's not right! I mean, yes, I did stow away on the ship, but... murdering my best friend? No one else could have done it. Admit the truth. Susato-san? Please, tell me what happened. I need to know. Very well. But there is something I would like to ask of you too. Those eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. Yes, please. This nightmare is getting worse bit a minute. I suppose all I can do is try to find out what really happened. He is surprisingly calm. If you found out like your best friend was dead, I wouldn't be this calm to like have the presence of mind to ask. Damn, cold-blooded indeed. Kazuma's dead, that's the most important. He really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. And these handcuffs. They think I did it? They think I'm Kazuma's killer? Hey, thank you so much for the thank you so much for the subscribe. You mean lemon? Thank you so much for the sub. Hey, look at you with that founder badge. Hey. When they found him, the cabin was locked from the inside. What do you mean? There is no access to the cabin via the porthole window, and the bolt on the door can be operated from outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls. Nah, don't worry. You're probably like 2 weeks. It's still 2 weeks until they... Well, probably even more. I forgot there were like 10, right? You're the second one, eh? What? Or to put it in another way, the culprit could only have been somebody inside this cabin. Or do you have some other explanation? This is impossible. How did he die then? What happened exactly? Are you still going to deny the charge? Even despite the circumstances? I wonder. Nah, I don't think I should like get a sunglasses emoji or emote. every emoji shared just makes me think, should I get one like that? Please, Chisato-san, you have to tell me. The cause of death is still undetermined. What's that? My eyesight is so bad I cannot tell what that is. Oh, a thinking one. Definitely can't have that. I do not have a single thought ever. They don't know how he died? The ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course, he has no post-mortem analysis experience. I suppose we shall learn more until the expert has been consulted at our next port of call. So presumably that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then. That's true, yes. About the incidents. Can anyone tell me what happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma? You know what? With how he speaks, I'm pretty sure he has like a lot of enemies. And the man like finishes a trial by cutting someone's hair off. I'm pretty sure he has a lot of enemies for you. Presumably, that's something you know the answer to better than anyone. Please, whatever you say, you were here in the cabin after all. Well, yes, I was, but... Had to make an enemy or two with how he keeps a katana everywhere. Probably, yeah. Like what I'm saying. And not only that, he has a pretty sharp tongue. You could argue that his tongue is sharper than his sword. So I'm pretty sure he would have insulted a lot of people. Okay. He would always wake before dawn and do his training first thing in the morning. I was waiting outside his cabin, as I have every day so far in this voyage. But this morning, he did not come. I could sense that he wouldn't. Does that mean he was already dead when Chisato-san arrived at the cabin door? I wonder. I knocked, but there was no reply. When I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. The crewman forced the cabin door open, and when we managed to get inside... No! I don't want to see it! There was Kazuma-sama, collapsed on the floor. I don't want to see it! Oh, damn though. Damn though! He has an ass! That curve of his ass? Tiny waist, big ass? Holy shit, Kazuma! And well, the white tape there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow. I wish it wasn't the case, but it's just very hard to believe. This is all very hard to believe for me too, trust me! Now I've told you everything that I know. So it's my turn to ask you a question. Yes, alright. My head feels so heavy. It's still throbbing like anything? How do you phrase that? Stowaway last night. Why are you even on board the ship, Naruhodo-san? Wait a second, I have the sniffles. Sniffles, not snipples. You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, yeah. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now. And I've been shut up in the cabin the entire time. I had no idea. But how could you have occupied Kazuma-sama's cabin for so long without him noticing? Wait, are we still under the impression that he... Bruh, it was all Kazuma's idea? No. That would have been impossible, obviously. Yes, of course. Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together! He wanted us to go to England together. He actually asked you? But why? I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself. So let's get this straight. He just went along with this man to leave his country without being given a proper reason as to why. The man just left his entire life behind for this dude because he asked. I see how it is. I don't understand. No! Stop! Kazuma, why do you want this? What's the real reason? Why go to such extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you? I feel like that's something you should ask before you got into the boat, Ryu. No! I don't want to see him. It hurts. It's an idea that's been on my mind ever since the end of that incredible trial. Man. I think I told you then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself. Okay, Kazuma, I know this. Even if you said that, I feel like the first step would have enrolled him into the law school or class or whatever in Japan, not go straight to England. Well, yes, you did say that, but I didn't think you were serious. You have a talent for it, I can assure you of that. But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, that's something you can decide for yourself. Can he now? I mean, I guess yeah. Even if he doesn't want to become a lawyer when he gets to England, it's still some sick sightseeing. London is at the spearhead of cultural development, the center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can there? Well, no, definitely not. And if anything, Ryu's an English major. Wait, I actually don't know what they do in English majors. I guess for a Japanese one, it's just learning how to be fluent in English, right? Or I guess you can read books? I don't know. What do English majors do? This is reminding me of, like, if anyone's watched the John Mulaney comedy ones on Netflix, this is reminding me of like, he paid $200,000 to study a language that he already spoke. But on a personal level, if you were to become a lawyer, then what? Say it! My fucking god, say it! Then what? Nothing. Forget it. Motherfucker. And then you had to fucking die, huh? Little piece of shit. But his smile though is so soft and small. Thank you. Thank you, Isle. Some nice, refreshing, lukewarm water. Kazuma-sama he was always saying the same thing. That he wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you. With you? Together? Yes, maybe. But something's still bothering me a little. Stop showing me this man. The look in his eyes then. It was darker than I've ever seen it before. Homies, is it gay to just notice your homie's eye color? Susato-san. I'm sorry that we kept it a secret from you. My stowing away on this ship, I mean. If I know Kazuma-sama, I expect he was trying to protect me, to avoid me becoming guilty by association. That's exactly right, yes. We're perfect, in fact. And last night... it hurts! Every time it hurts! If you're not the culprit, then tell me. What happened last night here in this cabin? Well, the thing is, I don't really remember. My fucking god, you. Why do you always land yourselves in these situations? Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did. And then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I fell asleep. Well, yeah. So deeply that you didn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed? Well, yeah. I know it sounds unbelievable, really I do, but it's the truth. If only I'd woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. Maybe for some reason, maybe if you woken up, Kazuma wouldn't be dead! Selfish? And for some reason, my head's still throbbing like anything. What is that saying? My head's throbbing like anything? Like, what? Anything? Anything throbs? Really? Is something wrong? Oh, no, it's... Please, forget it. Susato-san, you have to believe me, I didn't do it. I really don't want to doubt you. But the truth is, there's no one else who could possibly have done this. Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen? I can't take this! You and me both, Ryu! Don't try to go anywhere. You're the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen. I'm sorry. Wait, was he just trying to get up and leave? But Kazuma was killed right under my nose here, and I didn't do anything to stop it. And now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free? No, I can't allow that to happen. Well, what do you propose to do then? I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took Kazuma's life and how and why they did it. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. What? That was a Susato takedown. Susato what? What martial art form is that? When you say it like that, it sounds like it's a wrestling move almost. I'm going to need you to prove it. Sorry? Prove it? Yes, your innocence. I need evidence. But how am I supposed to... Have you forgotten already? What you achieved just a few weeks ago? Wait! Is this literally... Did they literally go off to London right after that trial and Kazuma died? Or was killed? Halfway through the voyage? My god. Wait. No! It was November, right? I'm trying to remember the timeline now. It was November when they did the trial. And this is saying it's January 9th. I remember because it's after my birthday. Yay. That's not a few weeks. At best, that's a few months, Susato. What the hell? Who counts days like that? You successfully defended yourself in that court of law. Ah, I see. She's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. Oh wait, we already have the court records. Let's see what we have. Oh? Okay. Is it the same from the first one? The symbol of Yumi University. Every student word. Yep. Okay, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. And he gets poked by it. Also sit it, end up cutting their fingers on the badge. Perhaps an idea of some founders. A sharp pin for a sharp white or something. Okay, it's the same. Hey, John! Hello! Nice of you to make it! Kazuma would stick this over the door of the wardrobe for me. It says, keep out in Japanese. Though I am not sure the Russian cricket can actually read it. Excuse me, I have the sniffles. Okay, here's another thing that niggles me. Ryu is an English major, and are you telling me that he can't write keep out on this piece of paper? He wrote akeruna in Japanese. But he couldn't write it in English? What the fuck? This is the paper seal I wrote for the wardrobe. I remember really working hard to make it. And it wasn't even in the right language! But I'll never forget how Kazuma reacted. Do you expect the Russian crew to be able to read that? He said, okay. Still, I was sure people would get the idea, even if they couldn't read it, so we used it anyway. These boys. And it worked. I don't know if the crew thought it was creepy or what, but no one opened the doors. They probably don't want to see, like, dirty laundries or something. You can see the remnants of the glue we used to stick this over the wardrobe doors. Although it wasn't proper glue. Oops. Sorry, my voice did a thing there. It wasn't proper voice. We didn't have any of that with us. So I pulverized some rice into paste to use instead. But a stowaway like me, every single grain of rice presented precious rations. That's why I spread it so thinly as I possibly could. I couldn't bear to waste any. Okay, this is actually a thing I did as well. I don't know if this is an Asian thing or if other countries use it too, but I did use rice as glue at one point. I was sticking my picture into a resume and I didn't have any glue. So I took rice, freshly cooked rice so it's really soft, and I stuck it onto the back of the picture and on my like resume. It worked! Listen, this proven. That was it. That's all that thing. I have to get Susato to believe me. I'll show her some evidence that proves I'm not guilty of this awful crime. Oh, okay. I see the logic here. It's the only thing we have. Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the door? Oh, yes, it was. I remember clearly. I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there, just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So naturally, he did the same last night as well. Ah! Yes, of course! The gentleman who discovered you peeled that side from the wardrobe doors before he opened them. But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of doors on my own. Yes, that's quite true. In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor... Alright! He didn't even bother to get up before explaining this. It's just... Yep. This is my life now. I am on the floor. I have fallen and I cannot get up. Susato has broken several of my spinal cords. I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you. Thank you, Susato-san. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me out? Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here at least. Thank you! So you finally believe me? I'm sorry, no. What? I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to put that sign back in position, Susato. Okay, sure, fine. Benefit of the doubt. What does she think I am, a magician? You're pretty much a contortionist with how you fit inside those trunks. For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same. Alright, let's get to work, Susato-san. Please don't misunderstand me. Yeah, I can affiliate. Grace? Thank you, Grace. Thank you. I still have my doubts. Oh. I shall be watching you to make sure you do nothing that would disturb the crime scene. That's fine. It do be like that. I wouldn't want you using a conjuring trick to destroy evidence, for example. Right. Oh, look at the traditional teapots in the back. That's so cute. Well, anyway, I should make a start on investigating in here. Examine everything I can. Kazuma, I swear, I will avenge your death. Okay, let's see. Oh, the old money has. Okay, let's start. Wait, how do I? Oh, B. That is awkward. That is, the buttons on this game are so spread across the keyboard. it's definitely, well, it's technically just a one-hand keyboard thing, but not bad. I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into the cabin. Isn't that a little odd? Hey, good luck with that. I still want to add more like redeem or channel redeems. If you have any suggestions, feel free to tell me. Those are just like the ones on the top of my head. Isn't that a little odd? What do you mean? Well, this ventilator, if that's what it is, it looks like it must connect to the next door cabin. Yes, it would appear to. You're right. But if its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room, surely it should be connected to the outside. That's true. Perhaps it's so that rain and spray doesn't find its way in when the seas are rough, or something like that? I suppose. Maybe that's it. People are sharing farts. Oh dear, that will too. Oh, what's the matter, Sasata-san? Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused, I forget to look around properly. Ah, yes, that's so good. I don't suppose you're as foolish as me in that regard, are you, Naruhodo-san? Oh shit, we're getting tutorials. Fuck. Apparently, we are not out of the tutorial cases just yet. Nope, we're still in it, baby. I'm sure you're able to look around using. Okay, I'm not gonna use a voice. Now let's investigate all corners of this cabin. Okay, I figured that out. Yeah, let's do that. I suppose my field of vision has been rather small until now. Oh no, his sword! And this weird ass bone. There's nothing on this table at all. There's a plate and cutlery all over the floor for some reason. Yes, it's strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still... No, wait a minute. What is it? That's funny, I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner at all. So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened to Kazuma-sama. What? Where did you get that conclusion, lady? No! That's my dinner from last night, a roast chicken. It was really tasty. Yes, it was very delicious, wasn't it? But did you eat it on the floor here? I'm not a dog, Susato-san. I ate at the table, of course. Which begs the question of when and how that plate ended up on the floor. But Kazuma-sama didn't like chicken at all, did he? No, that's right. So he didn't touch it. Oh right, that's another thing. Kazuma doesn't like chicken. Oh no, don't worry. I'm pretty sure you ate all of it. Like it's all but bone now. John, he's dead. John, Kazuma is dead. Which means all the more for me. Oh no! Does that mean poor Kazuma-sama spent his last night on this earth with an empty belly? It's just too horrible. Now I suddenly have a guilty conscience and an achy stomach. Life comes at you fast, you. It's so hard. That's Kazuma-sama's precious sword. He never went anywhere without it. Yes, he was always saying that the Japanese man's katana is his soul. See? He never goes anywhere without his sword. I believe he had to work very hard to convince the government to allow him to bring it on this trip. Priorities! Fight for your sword, but let your best friend be a stowaway. I suppose that shows just how important it was to him. And now he's gone. But I'm not ready to let his spirit go just yet. Stop! No! Oh, you can't. I thought these were like. This is a no. It has the kanji for right. Oh, seigi. The Japanese word for justice. Excuse me. The brushstrokes are straight and true, just like Kazuma. Oh, I'm pretty sure Kazuma wasn't straight. Hey. Yes, his calligraphy always was a reflection of his heart. Yet can you really look at these characters without feeling shame, knowing who drew them so thoughtfully? Of course I can! I mean, I'm innocent, so why shouldn't I be able to? Even though you stowed away on the ship? Ouch. Ow. Now you're going to bring that up, are you? I can't win. I think there's this dude. Warning. These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria. It's essentially a list of requests from the captain to all passengers on board. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in the cabin. Kazuma already has that one broken. Pets are also strictly forbidden. I also think Kazuma broke that one because he brought Ryu in. Ryu is not a human, he is a pet. What? Why are you staring at me? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet? Same brain! Same brain! Brain cells! I can't decide. Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in here. Do I talk to him? I feel like I advance the story if I talk to him. Wait, what's this? What do you think this is? It looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever the thing was, it appears to have been broken clean in two. The glass is such a beautiful color. I agree, it's purple. So it's definitely a beautiful color. It looks like a cute little Netsuke fastener from a kimono outfit. Netsuke fastener? I don't know that. I'm not sure that sounds like Kazuma. Kazuma in a kimono, ay! I want fan art of that. He wouldn't have secretly carried a cute little trinket like this around with him. Would he? I don't know, you're his best friend, wouldn't you know? And the mark beside it. What is this, I wonder? It has a sort of brick-like hue. Yes, you're right. It is the color of brick, isn't it? Of all the things. To describe that color, you choose brick. Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else in the cabin. Just me, another burp was going up. Like I said earlier, I ate before stream, so I have a few a few burps are coming up. Sorry. Hopefully the mic isn't picking it up. That would be gross. The books have fallen over on the shelf. Look, they're all toppled the same way. And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea? Although had fallen over as well. Yes, it's all as if the whole shelf has been ransacked, and everything moved down at once. I wonder if perhaps it was Kazuma-sama doing his morning sword training. Do you think? You said yourself you think he was dead before morning. I seriously doubt it. Then perhaps it was you, Naruhodo-san? In a fit of rage? What kind of personality do they think Naruhodo has? This guy is as skittish as a mouse. I wouldn't have bothered leaving the wardrobe just to mess up a few books and a statue. Could the way that these things have been thrown around have anything to do with the case, I wonder? Well, I'll just set everything straight again. I don't like to see a mess. That statue though, eh? It's a very large traveling case, isn't it? Yes, it carries a lot of memories for me. Memories? What do you mean? Well, that's actually how I stowed away on this vessel. I was brought on board inside that case. Ah yes, I see it says "this way up" in Japanese. Which, in hindsight, should have realized the foreign crewman wouldn't be able to read. I was turned over and over and over, and then I was tossed to the floor in here. Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't as romantic as it sounds. Well, it was less painful than this is not to take down. Wait, for real? God. And the ink isn't something interactable. Did Kazuma write that before he died? It looks like it's written in ink. He must have knocked the ink pot from the desk when he collapsed on the floor. I have no idea how you read that. Then I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his fingers in the spillage. Poor Kazuma-sama. Know that he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it. Why are you okay? Why are you okay? Why are you not thinking? Well, I guess yeah, sure. If you're from Japan and you don't know any other language, you wouldn't recognize this as a Russian text, I guess. Okay, sure, go ahead. I suppose he was trying to leave some kind of clue in his final moments, was he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing. I don't think that's Japanese, Naruto-san. Oh, okay, so you do know! What? Then what language is it? Okay, so I guess I was speaking more for the Inosuke than Chisato. It pains me to admit it, but I don't know. It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean, I wonder? Okay, his desk? This is where dear Kazuma-sama would have sat whenever he was writing. Oh, damn. Garderobe? Oh! Wait, how do you pronounce that? I'm pronouncing it as garderobe. Yeah, I know it's Russian. Now, not much is obvious. Garderobe. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that does kind of sound like wardrobe, huh? London Diary. Poor Kazuma. He didn't even make it to his destination. God damn. It looks as though his last entry is incomplete. Which means what? He was in the middle of writing it when the accident happened? Let's see what it says. It could be a valuable clue. Hiya! God damn it. There we go again. That's out of the question. What? Kazuma-sama may have departed this world, but you must not read his private thoughts. But what if that's something important, something relevant to the case? Alright, I won't read it. Poor Kazuma-sama. I don't like prying into people's personal matters either. But in this case, isn't the need for clues more important? Thank you, Al. Thank you for the hydrate. Refreshing water. What the fuck? What the hell? Who's that? He wasn't there a minute ago. As far as I can tell, he looks like he might be European. Everyone else is saying this, right? What the fuck? Oh! How did he... Why is this such a good screenshot? You've noticed the man too, have you? It's kinda hard not to. I have no idea who he is or how he got in here, but he looks suspicious. And tall. Suspiciously tall. Why is that in the forefront of your head and not the fact that he's bent over a desk? Naruhodo-san, don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is? Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. He doesn't look like a member of the crew. There's something very unusual about him. I wonder why. I wonder what it is that's unusual about him. And is he investigating Kazuma's death, or is he just playing around? Playing on it? I can't tell. Well, in that case, we simply must talk to him. But I haven't investigated the whole room yet! Am I just imagining it, or does Sato-san look almost uncontrollably excited? By the way, I expect that you've noticed already, but just in case, if you press space on people when they're in the crosshairs, you can converse with them. Can I ignore him for a while? I want to explore more of the room. Alright then. I'll get that suspiciously tall gentleman in my sights and see what he has to say for himself. Oh, please do. But first, the wardrobe. It's some 2 weeks since we set sail from Japan. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time, Naruhodo-san? I think living isn't quite the right description. Oh, no, I suppose not. Although it must have been rather exciting, making this voyage on your own secret hideout. The trouble was, I never knew when a member of the crew might come in. So yes, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe. And last night was no exception. But because of that, we had no idea what was happening out here at the cabin. I'm just saying. That bed looks big. They could have shared it. I'm just saying. They could have shared the bed. Like, he can hide out in the wardrobe during the day. And I don't know, I've never been to a cruise or a ride or whatever you would call it. I don't know if this is a cruise or something. Or a voyage. Yeah, voyage sounds like the right word. But do they really come in at night? Because at night, you have all the excuse to bolt the doors, right? And then, when Kazuma wakes up, he can just wake Naruhodo up from beside him and then shove him in the closet again before he unbolts the door. I'm just saying, they could have shared the bed! No, sadly not. I think that was an indirect response to what I just said. See, this bed looks huge. I'm just saying, this bed looks huge. This is, yes, it's a belt cord contraption, I think. What do you mean, contraption? I read about it in a book I was studying that talked about life in Great Britain. Large households often have belt cords like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants. Really? That sounds almost magical. Shall we give it a little try? Yes! In the interest of cultural research, obviously, these two. They're so cute. I suppose nobody comes from lowly Japan. Wow. No, I'm sure it's just that everyone is busy, that's all. Okay, let's talk to this weirdo. Excuse me. Excuse me! Do you have a moment? Shh! This is critical. This is a critical point in my investigation. Oh, I don't know what voice to give her. Maybe I should leave him alone. He seems a little unfriendly. Yes, perhaps that would be for the best. Oh, he's gone now. Motherfucker was a whole ass jump scare. What did he even say? I was too shocked. Pretties, I hope I haven't kept you long. What exactly were you doing in Kazuma's desk just now? I see. Fascinating. Sorry? What do you see? It feels like it's looking right through me. Oh yes, everything is clear now. The train of reasoning has run its course. My deductions have crystallized. You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned, if I'm not mistaken. What? 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 You've been to Afghanistan, I perceive. Just recently returned. No, that's an Australian accent. What the fuck? I can't do a British accent! Ah! Okay, he's getting an English accent. Sorry? What? And now, while venturing towards foreign climes, you find yourself in a most troubling predicament. Oh, well, that's true at least. But how? How did I deduce that? How did I know that, perhaps? Oh god, how did I deduce that? Ugh, words. It was hardly a most elementary deduction. Hardly worth explaining. Have you perhaps managed to deduce anything else? But of course, a great many things. There's no mystery, my dear madam. For example, you have left your native land of Russia, being as you are a merciless revolution. What the fuck? You leave 16 victims of assassination in your wake, and now travel to England to blow up the Crystal Tower. And when the beribboned occupant of the beribboned, oh, that's so cute. That is such a cute thing to call Kazuma, the beribboned. I love that. Okay, but this very cabin discovered your identity. You ended his life too. Yes, I see that. I believe that summarizes the facts beautifully. No need to hide the truth now. Nothing deceives these eyes. Just to be clear, you are talking to me, are you? Certainly I am. Do you not see another in this cabin who fits the bill? A Russian assassin with 16 victims to his name? I don't even see one person who fits the bill! So it's true. So Sato! Are you buying this? It was you who did this to Kazuma-sama. What? And so you were plotting a revolution too? It's shameful behavior, Naruto-san. Absolutely wicked. No, listen. There's no way Hiya! Now explain yourself. Tell me everything. This is ridiculous! How could you do it? For pity's sake, open your eyes! I'm not a Russian revolutionary, obviously! Oh. Oh, at least it was easy to convince her back. And as for you! What kind of deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came to your head! Ah, but was I not right? Whilst venturing towards foreign climes, you do find yourself in the most troubling predicament, do you not? Well, yes, maybe. Oh no! She's like... I mean, she fully like believes he's a murderer. Or well, I guess not believes, but like, she believes that Ryu is the murderer. Ha! And there you have it, you see? What do you make of that? Hmm? Well, to be honest, this ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder, so I'm not really sure you could call it deduction. It's more plain observation. Indeed! And observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. My method is founded upon the observation of trifles, you see. I announce my findings with a brazy certitude. Brassy, even. And more often than not, I'm right. I don't think you introduced yourself. Ah, my apologies. How remiss of me. I am none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women the world over. The inimitable Sherlock Holmes! I'm never gonna get used to that. So, it's really you? The actual Sherlock Holmes? The very same! The inimitable, actual Sherlock Holmes! Stop saying it! I hate it! Do you know this man, Susato-san? The most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san! Of course I do! There's nobody who hasn't heard of him! Well, that's basically Ryu's reaction. What planet have I been living on then? We must ask him what he's deduced. He will have worked out his entire case already, I'm sure. Really? Why do I feel uneasy about this? Can I talk to him? Okay. Oh god! Buckle up for a long one, guys. We're gonna talk to this lunatic. The great detective. So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name? No! Don't make him say it again! Indeed, I am none other than one and only Sherlock Holmes. Oh, I see, you're German? Sherlock, was it? Motherfucker knows German but doesn't know Russian. Motherfucker! No, I have no her. I mean, I have hair. You know what? Just for that, you piece of shit. Please, call me Sholes. You can read all about my exploits in the exciting London publications. Oh yes, Rand's magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interest articles from Great Britain. I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England especially. Wow, she's a fangirl. Ah, yes, here it is. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So, you're the protagonist in a series of short stories then? Indeed I am. And you've read so many of your own stories, you started to think you really are a detective. Oh my god, the sick burns. Make no mistakes, I'm not the poor, deluded fellow you take me for. Fellow? Your inference is backward. My trusty biographer records my greatest detective achievements and chronicles them in the magazine. You have a biographer, do you? Doesn't everyone? Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson, presently keeping shop in London. Dr. Wilson? I must say, thanks to the publication, I've been fantastically busy of late. Why, this very moment, I am returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown. I wonder if that's like an actual Sherlock Holmes case. I'm not familiar with all of the stories or the adventures. So did he really go to Asia for like a crown or something? Really? I can work out whether I should take this man seriously or not. No. Are you seeing this clown with you? Why would you take him seriously? Deductions, you see, is to me a science. Logical reasoning in its purest form. A science? Really? The astute observer notices even the most subtle of the reactions in his subject. A furtive glance, a twitch of the muscle, a slight inclination of the posture. Fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin, all these things are data. Right. Oh my god. Ryu never gets this sassy unless it's with this clown. And a trained logician makes deductions from this data in a blink of an eye. The ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. As I demonstrated only a few short moments ago. How can he look me in the eye and claim that? So you see, I have a term both for observation and for deduction and fame. That is what makes me the one and only Sherlock Holmes. God, wait, did we get anything? Did we get a bug? No, we didn't get his stupid bug. Kazuma's dead. Have you managed to deduce anything about this particular case then? Have I managed to deduce anything, my dear fellow? Who do you suppose discovered the culprit in his most cunning hiding place? That's right. It was none other than the great detective before you now, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Stop saying your own fucking name, I'm gonna die. I see, in other words. I mean this now because of him. Punch him! Sock him in the face and you do it! When I became anxious about Kazuma-sama this morning, I summoned all of the crew members to force the cabin door open. And I concealed myself among their numbers, gaining entry to the scene of the crime. Yes! Luckily for everyone, the great detective Sherlock Holmes was on board. And the handcuffs seem to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruhodo. Wait, I wanna scuff his name. How would a British person scuff a Japanese name? Mr. Naruhodo? Yeah, something like that. Ah! The very moment I laid eyes on the scene, two facts were immediately apparent to me. Oh really? Two facts, you say? He sounds so condescending. Two facts? Hold on there, Buckaroo. You're getting way too intense. I'm doing too many animations at once. Mr. Sholmes, please tell us, please. What 2 facts were apparent to you when you came into the cabin this morning? Ah, yes. But first, let us be precise. The 2 facts and questions were immediately apparent to me. Yes, I understand! But what were they? Allow me to elucidate. The 2 facts that I introduced from a mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number 1. The cabin was locked from within, rendering the escape of the culprit out of the question. Number 2. The victim was Russian and killed the... Weren't you just like bent over his desk? Weren't you just reading his diary? Oh, I don't know anything else you could have been doing in that desk. Having a nice cup of tea, love. But following this dispute of an acquaintance. Hold on, Mr. Sholmes. What made you think the victim was Russian? Observation. Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. Wait, what is it again? Isle, you said it. I mean John, not Isle. What was the Russian thing you said? How do you read it? Garderobe. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it, but garderobe. That is the Russian word for wardrobe. Do you really think Kazuma-sama could have left the dying message in Russian? In the final moments, many find their native tongue filling their head. For this young man, Russian. This man is a whole ass circus. Kazuma was Russian, was he? Man, we never knew this about him. He kept a secret from us all this time. Initially, I considered oh, he did say the garderobe thing. Like, phonetically, I don't know. Maybe the name of the killer, a certain Robert Gardy, perhaps. But in the interest of thoughtfulness, I decided it would be wrong not to look into the wardrobe there at least. Where you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly. Quite so, I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer. Why is it that I'm Russian too? I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. And if my memory serves, the outfit of the traditional dress, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people. Our school uniforms are the how that stroke tastes. Our school uniforms are the traditional dress of the Russian people? I had no idea. And I had no idea a detective could get something so wrong. He only gets this snappy and sassy with Sholmes. I took a photograph of the victim and the message, and I might analyze it for possible hidden details. No! I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. That was taken immediately after the young man was discovered, before the body was removed. Yes, Kazuma had already been taken away when I woke up. This is the first time I've actually seen him like this. Are you alright, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yeah, thank you. when they entered the room. I think you weren't there at the beginning, but there was like a cutscene where they like rushed into the room. Yeah, they rushed into the room and then they found the body. And did you also notice when it's just these two, like if it's just Sato and Ryunosuke, she calls him Naruhodo-san, but then when there's other people, she calls him Mr. Naruhodo. Oh yeah, it's not really that sus, John. They all like rushed into the room and they saw the body, so it's very possible that he took the picture after they discovered it. I know. Yeah, it was just the start of the stream. Don't worry. The Russian word for wardrobe in purple ink. It would appear to have been written in the victim's final moments. I don't know. Is this real? He's getting an Irish? No, I'm not doing Irish accent. I don't even know what that is. Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes? What, pray? You mentioned Russian before as well, did you? I wanna. You know, when you said I was a fierce and revolutionary flitting from Russia and all of that? Ah, yes. The train of reasoning that led me to the truth. Would you mind explaining the train of reasoning to me, do you think? I don't know anyone who can read that. I don't know what he just said. Or how to even pronounce that. Certainly, if it interests you. How many times? I'm not Russian. I don't speak Russian. Okay, your deduction just now. Can we talk about your deduction before? The thing you concluded about me, I mean? Ah, the now famously accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in. Actually, it was... Excuse me? That was another burp. Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and the assassin of 16 part. Ah, yes, the most sordid detail. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. Koneshno. Certainly. Ah. Koneshno. Yay, I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much this stream. Here, have this morning's paper. The main headline reads: Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flee Russians via Shanghai. The vessel made a port call to Shanghai yesterday, and last night the young Russian was murdered. Since when was Kazuma Russian? Apparently since birth. It sounds like Mr. Schultz has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. Ah, Koneshno. Ooh, interesting. Koneshno. Nice. She. Thank you for telling me. Oh, I'm learning so much. It's so fun when I learn new stuff in other languages. What would have killed the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered? Yes, you villain Bolshevik. No. How could it be me? I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face. Well, you are a fierce revolutionary after all. Yeah, I mean, bad grade as it is, you definitely know more than me. So that's definitely a skill at least. Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revolutionize your appearance as well. Please. And I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Need I say more? Well, that's because I'm a stowaway. What about the other details? The 16 victims of the assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower. Ah, yes. The journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all of these particulars in this article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far and those he is plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There must be no mistake. Do revolutionaries really usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters? I wonder. And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan? Also quite clearly stated here in this article. Bolshevik is recently returned after a period of subservice activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. Where even is it anyway? This Afghanistan. Ryu doesn't know where Afghanistan is. Here, take the pepper for yourself. As a little memento of this great introduction. Oh, thank you? I've absorbed all of this interest to me within its pages, but I see no rubbish bin nearby. Oh, so we're the rubbish bin. I see. And you might find the article on the back page of interest as well. Okay, I think that's our cue to like examine it. I'm afraid I can't read a word of Russian. No, me neither. I have no idea what any of this says. Hey! Oh, I like his portrait though. It's kind of cool. A pair of you flattering is a sorry sight. Allow me to offer some assistance. The article in the front page of this newspaper is concerned with the first Russian revolutionary. It reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russian via Shanghai. Yes, you told us that before. It reveals also that those who see this man's beard with their own eyes never live to tell the tale. Oh my goodness. Average Russian in 19... Oh. I see. Oh my goodness, he is fearsome. Well, presumably the newspaper photographer was alright, wasn't he? The solution is obvious, of course. If he despises his beard to that degree, he need only to shave it off. I don't think that was the issue, Sherlock. I mean, Herlock. I'm not quite sure that's the problem, Mr. Schultz. And it's telling us to read the back. There we go. This is interesting. Have you found something relevant, Mr. Naruhodo-san? Mr. Naruhodo-san? Mr. Naruhodo-san? Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting. I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. Nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think? She is very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy articles like this, do you? I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. Ah, I'm glad you've noticed this article. Ah! Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, thank you. It pops up everywhere, this Mr. Schultz. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During the performance in Shanghai, a famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. Isn't that like a food? Why are Russian names so hard to remember? Motherfucker, your name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I think you have either the same amount or more syllables. It would appear that a woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from her dressing room. Wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles. Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles? I have no idea, but I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of how that stroke tastes. I have the sniffles again. 1 second. It must be an unbelievable sum of money. Susato-san's eyes are shining like diamonds themselves. The tiara is the property of the Novovich Ballet. It will seem that the director is beside herself in worry. Worry? Worry? Yes, I'm not surprised. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova. Isn't that like a food? Pavlova? And the valuable tiara. We've requested international assistance at all ports, with sailings to Great Britain. Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country? It does seem to be the Russian thing to do. Oh my god, I don't know. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruto. Okay, thank God, Susato. The article of the Valorant has been entered into the coin record. That means it is important. I think that's all. On the back, cast your eyes on it sometimes if the interest takes you, and though you may need someone to interpret. I don't know how do you say that. Interpret. It's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it. But I'm supposed it wouldn't hurt to just glance at the article. Maybe there might be a picture or two. Okay, what you were investigating. Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Excuse me, that was like the 5th bird this stream. 1 second. Kazuma? Ah yes, the victim. Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all? Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. We see that the victim was engaged in penning some texts. London diary. Kazuma was keeping notes of the trip. Ah, but I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people. Tragic. And something you ought to precise elucidate before the act of reading. You mean you've read it already? It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese. Oh, I see. Well, you're about to know what a Susato takedown is. Nothing. Susato-san? Aren't you going to front a detective with one of your trademark takedowns? I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean? Ah! Life is so unfair! Man, Ryu's life is just suffering. Anyway, and return to the matter of hand, namely this diary belonging to the victim. It should appear that the final sentence is incomplete. as if the author were cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray be precise as to details. Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese. A smattering, dear boy. A smattering. Sayonara, bonsai, mikado, nado nado. I trust you're suitably impressed. Nado nado. But this diary is littered with complicated-looking characters, of which I can read precisely none. You know what? Same. I can't read kanji. Oh my god, you fucking buffoon! So what was all of that showing off about before that? If you would be so kind to show me, I would be happy to read it to you, Mr. Schultz. I'm much obliged, my dear madam. Blech. 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 The final entry in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling a faint whistling sound. A whistling sound? These are very deep waters. Pray, go on. The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? What on earth does that mean? I have no idea. I've never heard that expression before. Hey, Mr. POV! Hello! Heya, heya! Welcome! How's your day been? Huh. The ventilator grill, you say? The man was presumably referring to the lattice down on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin. Yeah, I just got it yesterday. I spent like really late at night trying to set it up. If you have like any emotes or like channel redeem things that you'd want to see or you want to suggest, feel free to drop them. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of emotes I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw them in like an art stream, though I don't know if my PC can handle that. And yeah, to answer your question of how my day has been, yeah, I basically just woke up. I woke up like a few minutes before the stream. Like I ate and then I streamed, so my day has been me asleep. Yeah, I spent like all night trying to set up some of the redeem points, and I also did like some kind of art with like the channel image or the redeem points image. It's like 3 p.m. Yeah. And yeah, I feel like if you want to suggest any redeem points or emotes you'd want to see, because the emotes I already have are like I already have in my head are like a bonk emote, definitely, maybe a wave emote. I don't know. Someone suggested like not like this emote. It's kind of like a suffering emote, but which kind of sounds fun, yeah. A pog? I don't really pog though. Yeah, I sleep way too much. Honestly, the past few days I've been sleeping like 12 hours. It's so hard to wake up for me. I have no idea why. I think it's because of the hot weather. When I experience hot weather, I just do not want to be alive. I just go back to sleep. I don't know about a pog emote. Yes, the adjoining cabin. Kazuma's diary entry has been added to the court record. We really just stop at like when the music stops. Awkward. So, I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being, at least. Ah, do you have somewhere to go. You get the feeling when you go when it's hot. I cannot swim in those types of temperatures because I sweat too much. Yeah, I mean, my logic here, or I guess how my body works, is that if it's uncomfortable or in any way, it just wants to like, nah, nope out and go back to sleep, so I don't have to experience it. So the next time I wake up, hopefully it will be like at night when it's cooler and I can like function. As it happens, the victim's writing in his diary have piqued my interest. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe, and if I'm still too long, the seasickness takes hold. Oh, I suppose you're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to? Oh, oops, posture check. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the posture check, Mr. POV. I was actually just slouching, yeah. White detectives are a curious breed. Our minds revel in stagnations. We crave mental exaltations. So yes, I intend to investigate. Hence, the truth will come clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps that we could come with you? Oh, definitely. My back is ruined. Especially when I draw, my entire being creaks. No, that would be somewhat complicated. What? But why? A simple glance at your wrist would reveal the answer. Oh, these. After all, you're the prime suspect of this matter, though. There's no point in trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place! He's getting bullied. He's getting bullied. Yeah, artist problems. Whatever do you mean? Artist problems, yeah. My shoulders, my lower back, my neck, my wrist. Ugh, everything hurts. I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. You must be joking! You just said it only a moment ago! Oh god, when it's facing you, it's like... Oh, I suddenly feel threatened. I feel like he's about to kill me when he faces me forward. Tell me, you are callously misguided. I would have no cause to say such a thing. Well, actually, Mr. Schultz, I did hear you say that too. Or your age, I'm not quite. Call you an old woman next time? Oh yeah, I'm definitely aging. And art just makes me age faster. I am turning into dust as I speak. Quite sure? Well, that's strange. I feel like the accent is going slowly into Australian. I'm trying to do a British accent, but it's swaying towards Australian now, which is ooh. I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know? Not really. So what? Were you looking at my knees before? Something detective. Ryu is tired of this man's bullshit and it shows. Yeah, I don't know how to do a British accent. I'm trying my best, okay? Well, anyway, that was then and this is now. What do you mean? What I mean, sir, is this. Fucking god, this face. If you are the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate. What is this face? You motherfucker! This man increases my blood pressure by 30%. Now he's just being plain rude. And he's gone. And off he goes! Having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor is as twisted as his name. That's so mean. Speaking English in general? Yeah, same. I don't know how to read English. Naruto-san, what are you standing there for? Oh, you want a badum test? Hardly. We must go and investigate the next cabin door as well. Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? No, oh, okay. After Kazuma-sama spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? You're just going to roll over and accept your fate? As if you gave me any choice in the rolling over part. It's good English. The thing with that though is that there's a lot of takes in between me speaking English. Okay, Mr. POV. That's for you. I should make that like a channel redeem point actually. But just let's carry on examining what we can in the cabin while we wait for the chance to slip next door. Good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a sound redeem. I already have some bits set up, but I'm gonna have like a badum test as a channel as a redeem channel point redeem. Sound alerts? I already have like sound alerts, I believe. Yeah, I have sound alerts up. Yeah, they're up! Like, look at my dashboard. Or I guess it's not called a dashboard. And like my About Me, I have channel redeems up. Unless I'm the only one who can see them because I set them up last night. Unless I made a mistake. The situation doesn't look good for me. But there are still things I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this. And bring the real culprit to justice. Okay, I think the Russian dude is the only guy we haven't talked to yet. Yep, everything has a check mark. Yeah, except for the Russian dude. So let's go. Wait, what? You can't look at them like in the About Me page? In my About Me, you can't? What do you mean? Are you like, what? Wait, I have to fix that if you guys can see it. Yeah, it's in like the About page, About section in my profile. I'll fix it if you guys can't see it, but I have no idea why it doesn't show up for you guys. Excuse me. What? I was wondering if I could ask you a favor? Would you mind if I investigate a little outside, please? Grandmother told me Japanese people do not make jokes. But it is not true, I see. Wait, that's weird. I set it up for sure though. Sorry? Wait, now I'm checking like. No, wait, I'm just checking my sorry, my nose. My nose is all stuffy. I'm checking my channel now. Guess why can't you guys see it? Because it will be a massive waste of my time if you guys can't see something I have up. I'm I'm checking it now. Wait a second, my internet is like, you know how it is with my internet. Hopefully me checking Twitch at this moment doesn't like cancel. Disconnect my stream. Oh god. Wait, for real? Why? I know I had it up. Oh god, it's taking so long to load. I'm so sorry. It'll get there eventually. As long as it doesn't disconnect my stream, I'm begging. I know I had it up. Oops, wait. Wait, let me mute my own stream. You guys are gonna hear me. Oh, huh? Wait, yeah, it's weird. Why does it look like that? Oh yeah, it's weird. Why does it look like that? Like it's... Because... Wait. God, I have so many of it open now. Rip. Don't disconnect my stream, please. I'm begging. Yeah, it's like, for some reason I'm seeing it, but it's collapsed. What the heck? It says you can pop it out. And it says it's live on stream. But yeah, it's not showing. That's so weird. I'll have to ask someone else then. I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, it's not loading. Okay. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I'll have to ask like someone else if this happened to them. And like how to fix it. I'll also like take a screenshot so I can tell them I can show them what it looks like. Okay, now we close this. Close my stream again because it's really making my PC chug along. That is so weird. Why does it show up? Like it doesn't load either. Weird. That's it for now. We go back to this game. The criminal asking prison guard to help him escape. Very funny. Yeah, okay, like yeah, it's really hard like when you're on the streaming end, you don't know what's working and what's not because you don't know what the viewers are saying. So like if any audio fuckery happens or something is happening with my stuff, feel free to tell me. I'll try to fix it. You stay in this cabin until next port. Then it is up to Hong Kong police to decide what they do with you. The first day and it's already scuffed. Oh no. You stay. Alright. There's no point trying to appeal this man's better nature, that's for sure. What about the door? When I went for help and the crewman forced the door open, this bolt had been firmly closed. It's quite a small bolt and not particularly sturdy, and it just slides across to secure the door shut. Nah, I mean, yeah, I'm not like beating myself up. It's natural to make mistakes, especially when it's like the first time and stuff like that. Ew, that sounds gross for some reason. Streamer puberty. But still, with the door bolted, there would be no way to get in or out of the cabin, that's for sure. It's no wonder everyone suspects me. When she glares at me like that, I feel tense all up and down my spine. I remember reading once in a detective novel. The culprit used a needle and thread to draw a bolt across from the other room in a situation like this. Yes, that's a clever trick, isn't it? I'm an avid reader of detective stories myself. But the door of the cabin and its frames are made of metal, and they seal perfectly together. There would be no possibility of using a needle and a thread trick here, I'm afraid. When she glances at me like this, I feel pins and needles all up and down my spine. Oh, look over there. The crewman, do you mean? He hasn't been there before, was he? Oh, he wasn't there before, was he? That's what I thought. Why don't we try talking to him? Probably because I'm likely to get yelled at again, but I suppose I could try. Okay, examine. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? Oh, no, it's just that crewman's standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh, yes, you're right. He looks quite familiar. Excuse me, sir? We're seeing this, right? Y'all are seeing this. Yes. What can I do for you? It's him! Our good old friend Hosonaga. I recognize that face, but it can't be. It is! I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga. Hello again. What are you doing here? I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you. My heart stopped. Nearly stopped, I hope. I received special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board this ship. He has COVID. Again? You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask. I never expected to see this man on board. But perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. Oh, really? Was it 6? Yay! 6 viewers. I think that's including the bot still. Okay, talk to him. Special orders. So, what are your special orders this time, Inspector? Yes, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew? And I think like 2 of them are the bots, like stream elements and sound alerts, even though sound alerts isn't doing anything. I'm so sorry. Hmm? This is all my fault. I take full responsibility. Oh yeah, Al's one of them. Stream Elements is a bot. I mean, that's the one you see that whenever I disconnect, it makes a message like Hero is now live streaming. Da 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 da. That's a bot. It comes. I think it comes with the experience. And then there's like Stream Elements that isn't doing anything. You're a bot. Very convincing bot, to be honest. Should I ban you now because you're a bot? For what? My orders were to act as Asogi-san's bodyguard. It was the Minister of Justice Jigoku who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asogi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated. Okay, since you asked nicely, I won't ban you. Wait, so there's already a target and Asogi's back. What the hell? If the Minister of Justice already had already set a bodyguard for him, assassinated? How could it have even been a possibility? I'm not sure. But these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Minister Jikoku said we should be prepared for all eventualities. This is incredible, is it really? More like horrifying. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated? Obviously, we couldn't give Asogi-san a visible security escort. Which is why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew. I see. And I didn't take my eyes off of him the entire time we've been aboard, from morning until night, every day. Oh, right. Oh, are you guys seeing ads now? Hey, that's alright, but I get paid for those though. But yeah, I was trying to change them. I have no idea how to do it. Like, they were set to like 30 minutes frequency. And I wanted to change them to just 1 hour because that's the max. But I don't know, whenever I try to do that and like save the changes, it always leads me like to my stream manager screen. And when I check back, it's back to 30 minutes. I don't know how to change that. So many unknown things. All very confusing. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry if it's annoying. I try to change it, but yeah. On the bright side, I do get paid with ads, though. Hehehe. But I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin, not here in the first class deck. I failed miserably at my assignment, and Asogi-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize. Inspector. So if there's anything at all that I can do to help now, just say the word. Permission to investigate. We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer? Of course not! We'd really like to investigate the cabin next door. Yes, so we need to be allowed out of this cabin. Yeah, thank you. Again, I'm really sorry if it's like annoying. Yeah, those are also viable options. I'm sorry. What? You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety. If you moved to even touch the handle of the cabin door, that stormy-looking seaman there would surely snap your neck in two. Nah, it's okay. I understand. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you're not the only one who's using it. Don't worry. I know like a lot of people just use ad blogs on Twitch. I suppose it's not just I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well. Would it be possible to give me something to work with? Do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive. What do you mean? If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example, I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to do it. Masunaga best boy. But I don't see how. There may be a way. What? Really? Think of how you tried to persuade me with your innocence. Persuade me of your innocence, Naruhodo-san. By presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession. Evidence? It's just the same as when you were in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. Simply select the present panel and choose some evidence that Inspector Hosonaga can use. So, evidence that would give us a viable reason to investigate the next door cabin, is it? Okay, thanks for stopping by, Mr. POV. See you around. Alright, yes, I think I might know what we can use. Let's see if I can present the detective with the evidence he needs to persuade the captain. Oh, present. See ya! And that has to be like Asogi's diary, right? What's that? It's Kazuma's diary. Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in the diary. Strange? In what way? He wrote, "It looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill." Speckled band? That is strange. Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that, but what I'd like to know is... Don't tell me. The ventilator isn't. You're very astute, Inspector. That ventilator clearly joins the next door cabin. That's right. So, if we could investigate in there, we might be able to work out what that speckled band was. Alright then. I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime, you see. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you. Oh wait, by the way, this just reminded me something. We know people now! Soggy! A soggy waffle? A certain lawyer and my best friend. He was on his way to London for a study tour when he was taken from this world. A judicial assistant who was traveling with Kazuma to London for a study tour. She is the epitome of a refined Japanese lady. There's not a person in this world who hasn't heard of this famous great detective. Not a person except me, apparently. A chief inspector of the Imperial Police Bureau who's on an undercover mission, posing as a member of the ship's crew. Really? You're willing to do that? Yes, as long as you don't need the first class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove these handcuffs though. But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his orders? I'm a man of my word. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain. Hosonaga best boy. After all, I failed to keep Asogi-san safe. This is the least I can do. Thank you. Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Just select move so we can move to the cabin at least. Move. Alright, let's see what we can find out. Move. Passenger. 3 days after my birthday. Phew! Finally out of that cabin. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be, and this is the most luxurious accommodation. Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on his study tour by the government. That's why he was being put up in a first-class cabin. Even so, this is about twice as large as my accommodations in the steerage. Really? That must be awful. Ugh. Oh, look over there! There's another crewman keeping watch, and he looks enormous, even if he's sitting down. The door next to him listed as second-class accommodations. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't. I suppose, like people in handcuffs? Naruhodo-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I should have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. We've been at sea for 2 weeks already. Well, yes, I know, but the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came aboard, even. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe. It must have been a very trying time for you. Please don't give me that pitying look. Ooh, observe, I will observe. A ledger. That's a huge book on top of the table there, and there's a pen next to it. Yes, that looks like the ship's log. Shall we have a little look through it? The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded. You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. Oh, the sailor is just, And nothing. No reaction at all. I thought he might appreciate the compliment. I mean, are you speaking Japanese or English around him? I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo-san, even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank. Presumably that means there was nothing to report. Wait, why are there no sounds in this area? This looks like the plan of SS Buria. It shows each deck like... The Buria is a large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. What a marvel of engineering. Wait, let me check that on my phone. If I try to do that with my... If I try to do that with my PC, it might just actually explode. It already slowed down when I checked what's wrong with my sound alerts. So... sorry, my nose is all stuffed. It gets like that when I talk too much. God damn it. Oh man, this is really just making me go for the ropes, huh? Just to get into my own account. I don't know why there isn't like a sound or background music here in this part of the game. Well, it's been playing in my mind for a while now, actually, but how is it that such a large lump of metal just doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean? Wait, when did the Titanic happen? Is it around this area or is it after? Because that would be fucking funny. Oh, that's quite simple, Naruto-san. It is? Oh god, we're getting like a boat lesson. Fuck. Well, consider the Japanese archipelago. The islands of Japan? Yes, they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth, many times larger than a ship. And they don't sink, do they? They've been floating happily in the sea since the gods created them. Oh wow, okay, so wait, are we actually getting ingenuity here or like oh yeah, that man, I finally saw the screenshot. John. God, it's so lonely without music here. Well, I suppose so. Okay, that's it. Okay, they want to talk to the old man. I guess it's not old. That's the way to the second class area of the ship. Is something wrong? I was thinking about making a run for it. Just for a moment. Now! Things aren't exactly going well for me. I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead. Oh my god. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there. No, I started with my talk of running away. There's no way I could run away while Kazuma's death remains a mystery anyway. Thank you, let's talk to him. Excuse me, but look, his tie is a ship, a fish. It's so cute. It's a fish. It's a fishy. But could I ask you something? You little stowaway murderer. That wasn't a good start, was it? Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could I ask something of you? You little third class. Oh, that's okay. That's me. Maid. Wow. Oh, it seems to have caught the sailor on a bad day, Sasato-san. I'm not sailor. My mother gave me name. His name is Stroganoff. Isn't that also a food? His name is Beef Stroganoff! Fucking best name. I am senior crewman, Beef Stroganoff. The best thing is to just avoid eye contact, I think. About the first class cabins? Mr. Stroganoff, about the first class cabin area? Here we are in finest part of Buria's steamship for very important persons. What sort of very important persons? Government officials, kings and queens traveling in secret, many important persons. That is why I am always guarding this place. Gosh, that's amazing. I wonder if that name means his mother loved him or not. Or that was just her craving when she gave birth. But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in ocean, but stroganoff is not animal. You're a food. Thank you? If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's currently occupied? I'm gonna assume that means da? I'm assuming that means da. Like yes? Sasato-san, did you understand that? It sounded like oh, I'm right! Yeah, I know what that means. Like da and nyet or nyen. I at least know yes and no. It sounded like da. I think it's probably Russian for yes or no. Genius. It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitations. Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least. Yes, it's tantalizing. Okay, passenger next door. Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's? His name is Mr. Grimsby Roylott. He is very important Western gentleman. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with murder of student boy. How can you be so sure about that? Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly students from insignificant Far East islands. That was harsh. Ouch. Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard? That is not your business. Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, and I've been in Kazuma's cabin the entire time, I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like there's anyone there. Well, presumably, since the gentleman is occupying one of the first class cabins, he must be rather important. Is that right? That is not your business. Okay, and about last night. Are you on watch here all the time? Seaman Stroganoff? Duh, all the time. So criminal like you cannot come in or get out. I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all? It is sad about student boy. Were you on watch the last time as well? Of course. And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? Oh shit. I'm assuming that's nyet. Sasato-san, did you understand that? It was clearly a no. I saw nothing unusual, nothing at all. And you didn't hear any strange noises or sense anything was wrong in some way. Oop, he's looking away. I said no! Sir! I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. This is enough. I cannot say more now. Oh. It is time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin. Yes, alright. Bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escape with the lobster whistles on top of the mountain, or as English say, with the pigs fly. Yeah, I understand. Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we? Definitely. Again, B. B? B. Oh, examine first before we go to B. Oh, sure. What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape. You what? It's a pleasing shape. It's an emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it. Oh, an alarm. It says, press only in times of emergency. It looks like as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop. Oh. Wait, what? What are you doing, Naruto-san? You mustn't touch it. But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs. Ryu! You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. You were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason. You'd be in even worse situation. Ah, I wish everything would just stop. This ship included. Aw, poor boy. If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else. Okay, that's the door. Ooh, a mousetrap. I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. No, you dingus. I meant this. Ah, a trap for catching mice. Yes, we have plenty of those back in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. Let me see. Yes, I think that's what is called cheese. It's made from the milk of cows. Cheese? I wonder what it tastes like. My boy has never had cheese in his life. Tragic. You can't eat it, Naruto-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers. Wait, was he going for it? Was he going to get the cheese from the trap? Really? But he really was gonna go for it. Holy shit. He was going to go for the cheese on the floor. You weren't actually going to try it, were you? Me thinks he actually was gonna go for it. All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. Oh, poor boy. Poor you. I'll find a little snack for you later. Aww. Okay, let's get to this. Let's get to the next room. This is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to. Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging. Maybe whoever's in this cabin can help solve the particular mystery. Let's ask. Donk, donk. No answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in here to help with our inquiries. How annoying. What the fuck? What was that? It came from inside the cabin. Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside! Oh, it's him! It's this fucker again! I'm about to break the door down. Mr. Sholmes! I shan't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges. Oh god, dude, get some help. Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted. It doesn't? Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What pray can I kick? I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. My fucking god, this dumbass. 9th of January. SS Buria, first class, cabin number 2. Who are you? A Western gentleman? This man looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream. A woman? Don't be absurd. As you see, there is nobody but me in this cabin. True. This old man does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed? Get out! All of you, now! Please excuse the intrusions, but you're Mr. Grimsby Roylott, I believe. Yes, that's me. And you are? I am the one and only, the actual stop saying your name, Herlock Sholmes. You've heard of me, no doubt? No. I'm the great detective amongst great detectives. One who does cover a popular magazine, no less. So I assure you, you may trust me completely. The man uses that magazine like a business card. A detective? I do not trust detectives. We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. But there wouldn't be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So, might I be bold to ask you to open this small traveling case? What? Don't be stupid! I don't know, why does he have scissors in his hands? How could anyone fit in small trunk like that? Well, it's quite fashionable this day, is it not? Travel inside one's Shut the fuck up. Don't look at me. Oh my! Did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, that case just shook. Leave now, otherwise I'll call the steward. So this is Kazuma's neighbor, Mr. Grimsby Roylott. There's no doubt about it. The strange Russian man is hiding something. I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. Okay, can we examine anything? What the fuck are you doing there? Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes? You need only address me as Sholmes. That's what I just did, isn't it? Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there? Well, I was resting, of course. Resting? Indeed, I was contemplating our new sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great power of detection into service. Yeah. Oh! And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually you're spot on for once. Observe closely. Our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Why? The truth, of course. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians. Right. Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it? Oh yes, please! Well then, what are you about to see may as well astound you. He really is like a magician. For I am about to apply my great detective's greatly admired great detection to the case. Could this man be a more hackeyed portrayal of a dubious Russian, I ask you? What? From time to time, it occurs to me. Is the fellow's dubious on account of his Russianness or Russian on account of his dubiousness? Oh my god. I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you. Or anyone. That's right. And Mr. Sholmes? I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment. Shh! I must have complete silence. What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that? Just as I thought. Yes, I have quite made up my mind. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, I have reached two incontrovertible conclusions. Fucking words. Who would use that in real life? What? What do you mean? Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you are about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not? And number two, the other conclusion I have drawn, you are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not? Ah! Oh, Naruhodo-san! I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions with my own eyes. That was a great deduction? Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person. What? What ineffable twaddle? Holy shit! Ryu, what the fuck are these words? What ineffable twaddle? Wow! Coming from someone who can't write keep out. Oh, yes! I've read about it countless times in the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes even. And now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. This is like a dream come true. I can hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Roylott's face. It looks like somehow both Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right. How could you? How could I possibly know such a thing? You wish to say? Very well then. I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. So do I cordially invite you upon the journey of logical discovery. Let us board the train of reasoning. What the fuck are the words that's coming out of this man's mouth? Put simply, let us work through my deductions together. Oh, stylish. The game is afoot. Old man's identity. So, the dubious looking Russian, Mr. Roylott. Obviously, what catches the eye at the first glance is the enormous pair of shears in your hands. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away that copious beard you sport. Now, moving on. The question that begged is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Roylott? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed a light on the matter. Regards, if you will, this morning's newspaper. In particular, the fascinating front page article. which it would appear you have read also, Mr. Roylott. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. The translation, the headline reads, Revolution Villain, Bolshevik flees Russian via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard. Having noted the article yourself, you decide to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fearsome Russian revolutionary himself, Villain Bolshevik. Now that I've heard of you myself, you understand. Revolutionary on the run. God, the words. This guy's dialogue is so fun, but also so punishing. I cannot. Now, as for my second conclusion, you are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing a grievous crime. You. And the proof of this crime? Over there. Over there. Oh yes, Mr. Roylott. Taken unawares, people have the propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. And I assure you, the eyes speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. You would know. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits before your very eyes. Yes, the traveling case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened and its contents laid bare. No, I refuse! What could you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? But my estimation, a young lady, perhaps, one slight enough to fit therein. What? Only a baby would fit in there. Don't be absurd. And what, pray, could be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me. We are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? You're careless coup de toil? What the fuck? Why are you not speaking French? You're from Britain! You hate French! What the hell? Betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your traveling case can equally be found in the pages of this newspaper. For there is another, most stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeting revolutionary to the back page, renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. Hey Keisha, hello! Ohio! Are you at work now? Man, I'm seeing British lunacy at first glance. Hello! Thank you. Oh, is it also Wednesday? Wait, what day is it? I have no idea what days of the week we are in anymore. I thought you only worked from home on Wednesday. Okay, that's nice though! Yay! You can work in your pajamas and like snack anytime. Yay. Oh, okay. I'm glad they let you stay. I'm glad they let you stay at home for that then. Nice. Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. Oh, so you have your regular job and now you have like a job of a caretaker. Ripperonis. Okay, Keisha. I hope your parents get soon then. unpaid job. Well, I hope. Well, is your mom still cooking for you? Do you still like get yummy meals? Or nah? You're cooking for everyone at the moment. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. Rip! I was gonna say, at least if your mom cooks, that could be all the payment you need. But rip, I guess everyone is just eating bland chicken tenders. It's okay, they won't taste it anyway. Your crimes is that of abduction. Playing Cogni for 2 weeks for everyone. Oh my god, I love Cogni though. Cogni. I love Cogni though. I could eat it like all the time. Especially with like some egg, a hard-boiled egg. Oof. And congee isn't hard to season. You just add like salt and like some fish sauce if you have, and some pepper, and yum. There it is. There's your flavor. Whenever. Ooh. Oh my god, that is tragic. What the fuck? You can't be asked to cook even a hard-boiled egg anymore for them. Whenever I cook congee, I also like try to keep it plain, because when I eat congee, it's rather salty, and usually the saltiness that I like isn't for everyone, so I cook a plain one and then like let everyone season their own balls their own balls, season their balls. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. Kidnapping of a young ballerina. This concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma, Elemensky. He really is just a magician. He even has like a spell at the end of his sentence. Lol. Okay, see ya, John. No, focus on your boss if you want to play. It's fine. Sasato-san, that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it? Oh, you logged off? Okay. And let me just fix. My toes were getting caught in my blanket. I needed to fix that. Okay, we're good now. Oh, you logged off. Okay, I hope you got your drops or whatever you were doing that boss for. Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know. But that did seem a little different somehow. Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes! Could you come over here for a moment? I like how they just fade in and out. Pray, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? Not at all. Go on. Well, to start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Okay, at least this one is closer though. Ah yes, I recall our discussions earlier, and at the time, I believe I told you that the man is a revolutionary, well able to revolutionize his own appearance. What is this idiot talking about? In fairness, Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roy does look more like this man than you do. That's not the point. And another thing! The part about him abducting the ballerina. Indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the kiss would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Not just the first glance, it is too small, clearly. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you pushed really hard. Has room temp IQ. That's so funny. Room temp IQ. I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she? You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. Oh shit. No, I didn't know. How could I? Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her would be poking out of the gate. 10 years worth of her is what the fuck? Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain litheness in their bodies. Vinegar? For such a sour bunch, it would surely be simplicity itself to contort oneself into the confines of that small case. Yeah, but the ballerina isn't part of that troupe. Oh dear. You might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Schultz. This whole thing is turning into a circus. It always has been the moment he appeared on screen! Mr. Naruhodo, something's occurred to me about Mr. Schultz's deductions just now. I think his powers of observations are, well, magical, to say the least. His eyes cut to the heart of the matter almost instantly. It's just where he directs his attentions and his logic that seems a little off. Your idea of little may be a little off itself, Mr. Sato. Oh my god, Ryu is biting back. It's just one or two key words in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactfully switch them for alternatives. What do you think? Switch some keywords in his deduction. Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure if we could do that, we'd unlock the true genius of Mr. Schultz's great deduction. Precisely the thought that was going through my own mind. This man is a lot of work. At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me. True! How does anyone put up with you? It's not that funny. And yeah, and you, my good fellow. Sorry? Take a moment to look at your wrist. My wrist? Hey, freedom! Where are your handcuffs? How's it? I thought that would hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. It's kinda gay, bruh. I don't believe it! Mr. Schultz, you are a marvel! And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrist when we are finished. I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this. So, let us begin. Herlock Schultz is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Hey, stylish! Hold it, Mr. Schultz. So, the dubious looking Russian, Mr. Violet, obviously what catches the eye at first glance is that enormous pair of shears in your hands. Now, we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you support. I'm not sure. Would you really use shears like that to cut off a beard? I doubt that's something I'll ever have to worry about. It doesn't quite It doesn't quite sit right with me, though. Confirm, Ryu can't grow facial hair. It doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Roylott either. Which means, I suppose, the deduction is wrong. Let's try to switch a keyword here, Naruto-san, and see if it helps the matter. Alright, but how? I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Roylott. I wonder if it's really his beard that he intended to use those shears on. Exactly. If your team managed to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sholmes' deduction better, can they stop saying his name? I hate it. Then what? Then I'll leave the rest to your capable hands, Naruto-san. Why am I the one to do something about this? Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we can even use to switch around in the last sentence. What exactly was Mr. Roylott really going to use those enormous shears for? Hey, a copious beard. It really is a very full beard, isn't it? Yes, although according to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott was about to cut it off. I still think that he looks nothing like the man pictured in a newspaper article, though. The apparently merciless revolutionary villain Bolshevik. So, he wasn't going to cut off his beard. Presumably, he was going to cut something else, his dick. Yes, we need to look at this from a fresh perspective and try to work out what. What else is there? His hat? It's a thick hat. It's a very thick hat, isn't it? Ah, that's the secret, you see, Naruto-san. Don't you know? Secret? What? Well, before we left Japan, I took some time to study various foreign countries. Russia is a land of unimaginable cold. And a thick hat is a secret to keeping warm. Without one, I read that your brain would freeze. That was just one of the many fascinating snippets of information in Oh Mother, Not Russia. What? I think maybe you picked the wrong book there. Okay, what else do we have? Copious beard. And oops, what do we have here? Golden locks. What the? What's this? It looks like a cascade of stunning golden locks. No. The color is not the point. The point is, what's it doing in the back of Mr. Roylott's head? And how is it growing from underneath his thick black hair? Well, yes, that's true. So it's stunningly beautiful and stunningly surprising. Something's definitely not right here. And that is what we present. That is so cute! That was so cute of him, I love that! You were on the verge of using those shears to cut away the golden locks you sport. Indeed. You have identified the precise detail I was intent to expose. Such lush golden hair certainly could not befit an old man. You're not a man at all! You're a woman! And judging from the length and sheen of your hair, one still very much in her youth. Oh no! If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. The question then begs is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of these magnificent locks? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. Ow! I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. Well, that was a shock. I had no idea the old man was really a young woman in disguise. Did you? What? Why are you staring at me like that? Yes, this is a surprise, Naruto-san. You're enjoying this, aren't you? sorry? You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room, deducing the facts of Mr. Holmes. Dancing around the room, you say? Oh my, oh dear. I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. Oh, baka. It's just a strict visit. Yes, I understand. No more. Say no more. Well, anyway, let's focus on the next part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction, shall we? The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the fact at all now. No, that's true. Given that Mr. Roylott is actually a woman. Exactly, she, couldn't possibly be this merciless revolutionary. I suppose it's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction now. Yeah. Let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the fact as we now understand them. For some reason, this woman needed to try to hide her true identity. I feel as though I've either read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Alright, I'll do my best. And as you know it, there she is. It really does look like he's enjoying this though. The evidence that reveals your true identity is of course the article about the ballerina. That's right, you've hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. That would appear we are finally able to address you by your true name. Yes, because your true identity is that of the Novovich Ballet's prima ballerina, Miss Nikolina Pavlova. Ow! Oh shit, I think she's dead. Oh no! You're right. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. Oh my god, Nina? Like, from Niji Sanji En? But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. Ballerina on the run. Wrongdoing. And correction. Now, as for my second conclusion, you are, at this very moment, on the brink of committing the most grievous crime. I don't know what's in the box. And the proof of this crime? Over there. Oh yes, Miss Pavlova. Taken unawares, the people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. And I assure you, the eyes speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime sits there before our very eyes. Yes, the traveling case. The woman is a ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly, she had me inside the traveling case as well. Now, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all. In which case, what is the crime that young woman is currently committing? I can see why I'm going to just step in and fix the great detective's mistakes again. You seem to look pleased, Naruhodo-san. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with me? Dance around with Mr. Sholmes? Ryu, your boyfriend just died! Are you already moving on? Stop it. Oh my god, ooh la la. Anyway, there must be something else here that shows that what this woman is up to. Okay, what's in the traveling case? It's a very small case, isn't it? You can see instantly that no person could possibly fit inside there. So, does that tell us that Miss Pavlova's telling Lance in this direction was focused on something else? If that's right, though, it doesn't make sense. What do you mean? Well, if there's nothing incriminating inside the case, why did she refuse to let us look inside? Yes, I wonder why. Perhaps she has a perfectly harmless reason, though. And if we move around, ta-da! Tiara. Wow! Look at that! Look at this dazzling tiara. I've never seen anything like it. Are those real diamonds, do you think? Oh, Naruhodo-san, try it! Wait, what? Why are you making him wear it? What? Shouldn't you be the one who wants to try it, Susato? What? Me? Isn't it usually the girls who wear tiaras? Wouldn't you like to try it on? Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. It's far too beautiful. Why does this... Wait. So she thinks she's not too... It's too beautiful for her. But that you can wear it? What? Why does this tiara look familiar? I feel like I've seen it somewhere recently. Okay, I kind of want to check. Does it look like... I don't remember the tiara looking like that. I can't enter the card records here. No. Well, I have to like... present it. The proof of your crime is surely this tiara. I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the Novovich Ballet, is it not? Ah, it does kind of look like it. Indeed, cheerio. It would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in the newspaper article. And if the report is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rubles. In summary, the crime you have committed is theft. Oh no! Yes, you left your ballet troupe unlawfully taking their precious tiara with you. Ah! I have no one, no family, no friends. I am all alone, and I need money. But I did not steal the tiara. It was present from, how do you say, an Earl of Prussia. It belongs to me. This girl is only 15 years old, and she's a runaway all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely. Alright, I will tell you everything. There is no point in hiding it now. Come on, let us not be hasty. What? There remains one unsolved mystery about you. Mystery? What do you mean? What is in the box? You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason why you wish it to remain closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? My dear girl, there is no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case even before I have ever laid eyes on them. Dear me. We are not well suited for a life of crime, are we? Your careless coup d'oeil betrays you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written on the books on the shelf. He's completely changed tack with his deduction now. I think Mr. Scholes is adapting to his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you? Maybe. But why has he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all of this? It's just a wild guess, surely. Oh, do you think so? Well, it doesn't seem like that the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would ever be written in a book that doesn't even belong to her. Yes, that's true, but still. Miss Pavlova certainly did cast her eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself. Then there has to be another reason why she won't open her case. And it must be somewhere in the same area, if that's where her gaze was involuntarily drawn. Man, I feel like we got the point like 3 text boxes ago. I agree, that's the only answer. Whatever she is heading inside that case should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase. Bookcase? Bookcase. Look on the shelf. Ooh, you can take anything. Art. Art, I tell you, art. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Is the brown part like ground? Is this supposed to be a mountain or like a seaside? What the fuck? It looks like a volcano because of like the faded gray bits at the top right corner. I don't know. This is a charming little picture, isn't it? What is it? Someone climbing a steep mountain? There was a person? Or a descending one, it seems to me. When you've been on the flat sea for a while, maybe you start seeing hills and mountains and everything. What's this? Ah, it looks like they're all the same books that we have in our cabin. I suppose like the steward likes to make sure passengers have plenty to read for a long voyage. And have you noticed how all of the books have fallen over just like in Kazuma-sama's cabin? It's almost like someone's taking a sweep at them. Maybe Miss Pavlova while she was practicing her ballet? Anyway, the point is, we don't have time to look through all these books at the moment. We couldn't even if we wanted to. They're all in Russian. Well, that's a relief. Let's try your luck elsewhere. And that leaves this. These are the rules of passage for travel aboard the SS Buria. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. That was exactly the same notice in our cabin too. I wonder what happens if you break the rules. Oh dear! I'm sure the punishment would be severe, Naruhodo-san. You're probably left to drift in the freezing cold ocean, holy shit. Or shut inside a tiny wardrobe for days on end. I feel like he's already been through the other one. So I've been actually serving time for weeks now, have I? Wait, oh, there's a door. Oh no! No! Fuck! No! Revolving cabin in the middle latch. The latch rhymes with catch. Are you catching on yet? Motherfucker. I didn't mean to present the door! Fuck! Oh shit, that's gonna take away a life. And I haven't saved in forever. Ah! This is... I didn't... I'm smarter than this, I swear. You see, just as the door has a metal latch, your traveling case has a metal catch. He looks so proud of himself, too. What precisely was your intention with that, Mr. Naruhodo? Just follow the natural progression of the deduction. Sometimes the truth hurts! Well, the truth is, you do not have a turn for observation or deduction. Did that hurt? Wow. The girls are fighting! Yes, a lot. Ah, no! It took away my life! I just wanted to observe the door. I didn't want to present it. Ah! Oh god. We have to go for the whole cutscene again? Oh my god. Okay, I think that's my cue to just save. It's been a while. I think I haven't saved since like the beginning of the case. Holy shit, it's been 3 hours now. Okay, I just wanted to observe it. I didn't want to present it. It's a metal door, the same as in Kazuma's cabin. Yes, and the rather slim bolt is the same as well. Excuse me. I breathed wrong, and so my body rebels and made me cough. Well, if Miss Pavlova was actually glancing over the door here instead of the bookcase, that would suggest a desire to run away from the cabin. Maybe. Okay, fine. I know what the answer is. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in the cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from the carriage in this vessel. That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents. Oh god. As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time. But no weapon or other dangerous items should move on its own accord. Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside your traveling case? Ah! I hate them! Is the last item listed as forbidden in the vessel's rules of passage? A pet. Oh my god, they have magic smirks. I hate both of them so much. Ah! I just screamed before that too. Session of prohibited animal. Ah! Deduction complete. Elementary. Oh my god, it's so cool though. This is like one of my favorite parts of the game because it's just really stylish and fun. So clearly, you aren't who you said you were. No, I am not Grimsley Roylott. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct. You absconded during one of your ballet's company performance in order to escape your homeland. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel, which couldn't have been easy. The Buria is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could you really have snuck on board without being noticed? In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman. And you intended to sever all links with your past life by severing your hair. Your long hair. Yet, to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. Well, you don't have to generalize it. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone. So, if it was you, but to cut off your own hair? Who was it that let out the scream we heard from outside the cabin? That verbal tickling of a bell? Why, none other than this young lady, naturally. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me. I was scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disgust myself. Disgust myself. So no one would recognize me. As a result, you transform yourself into that questionable old man I see. put on fur hat and fake beard. Then, just before you came in here, I saw a newspaper. Right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened. I couldn't stop from screaming. Really? You just saw a picture of yourself and you screamed? What the fuck? That sounds questionable. I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and... At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door. Things happen like that sometimes, don't they? Okay. It's cool, it's cool. It was really fun. Things do happen like that from time to time. Are those two even talking about the same thing? There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You were right. It is my dear friend inside. My only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say to any of the crew. Your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us, in as much detail as you can muster, about the events of last night. Yes, alright. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo... I was about to say Mr. Naruhodo-san again. Wasn't it something? Mr. Scholl's great deduction? It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. But at least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed. It is incredible. Ah, and one more thing. Oh, yes? What? Observe your wrists. Oh, god damn it. My... Oh, they're back. Ah! Your hands are cuffed again. What? But how? True to my word, I have restored your shackles. When and why? There's still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment. Ah, oh my god, he's like sighed 3 times already. Can't it? Really? Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on not knowing. I have to find out what the speckled band that Kazuma-sama wrote about in his diary really was. Okay, let's talk to her. What she has to say happened last night. Do you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to the one last night? One of the crewmen told me the morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was... Oh shit, that was Rina's kid. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. Oh. That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Did you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example? Perhaps people talking? Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps its steam engine exploded. Sholmes, what the fuck? Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed that if that had happened. Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was that what I had done and whether they could find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me. Oh, I see. Okay, about running away? You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet? Yes. I'm traveling in Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about ballet. I will start a new life. You wish to forget? A challenging proposition. When you have the striking tiara as a reminder. But the tiara is mine! I need it to live! I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives us only a little food and water. And we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes. And the crew of the ship, they had all been kind to me. They let me come on board and they said I could hide in this cabin. If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates the most intriguing conundrum. Yes, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo? Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum, I'm not sure, but... Conundrum. Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose your riddle. Well, according to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that will be the case. It must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Buria stopped by no port last night. Ah, that's it, of course! So, how is it, pray, that you came to be aboard? That you come to be aboard? Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant in this cabin came aboard. That is not your business. Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something. An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace to beauty to bringing grace and beauty to the stage. Sorry, what was that? It is how the Russian newspaper described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens. Because I am an angel. What? What? Well, you don't have to be so up in yourself, I guess. Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid. Mr. Schultz, once again, once said, I never can resist the touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavlova is the same. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the detection. When someone said about myself, what the fuck? I come from the wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it looks like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. And friend. So, the friend you mentioned is inside your traveling case, is that right? I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh please, don't tell any of the crew. If they found my precious, Then the burly Russians would bestir themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. Ah! So reassuring, Mr. Scholes. But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it? Maybe an adorable little rabbit? Ha! You credit Russians as a lad with small rabbits, do you? Oh, don't they all have small rabbits there then? You may well ask. I have no idea, you motherfucker. Oh, he is so tired. He is so tired of him. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of our young ballerina's friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken. I don't drink, but sometimes Sherlock makes me. Oh, sorry, not Sherlock. Herlock makes me want to commit alcoholism. Really? Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when advertising strikes, it can satisfy the needs of sustenance. Oh, adversity. Well, that's tragic. So you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that. You will remember that. I like how they completely ignored. Oh, hey Zach. Hello. Hi. Hey, what's up? How have you been? Oh, congrats on affiliate. Oh, thank you. I still need to like work a bit on like the stuff. I still need to draw like the emotes for and then I guess figure out more channel redeem things. But yeah, thank you so much. How have you been? Well, it would appear this friend's identity is closely guarded secret, not to be revealed. I can't even laugh, you motherfucker. She really doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I would really like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Oh, wanna show her something? Do we show her the picture of our dead friend? Oh, I really like this game. I've actually played this game before, but I finished most of the first game and then I'm at like half of the second game. But to be fair, because it's so long, I really doubt that I could remember most of its pieces. Like honestly, I don't remember much of the second case because I'm just sad over Kazuma. But yeah, I want to play both the games on stream. But yeah, I really like this game, and I love it for like at least the first game, and it's 5 cases. I haven't finished the second game yet. What if we show her the picture of our dead friend? Miss Pavlova, would you take a look at this? I don't know, okay. I don't know anything! Mr. Naruhodo, you're frightening the poor girl! Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to. Okay. Well, it should be just this, right? This is a diary of my friend who passed away. His diary? Yes, and he wrote it last night before he died. Something a little unusual, it reads. 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. And then, a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m., what looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. speckled bat. I don't understand. It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentioned joins to this cabin, you see. It's up there on the wall. In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabins are connected together. Oh, wait, that was the Sato. Oops, sorry. Oh! Miss Pavlova? Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled bat the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? No. I don't know anything. Oh. Man, it's so hard to get anything out of these people. Uh-oh. Tung, tung. Excuse me, Mr. Roylott. Oh wow, she was fast. Yes, what? Wow, she's fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once. Please. Oh, alright, I will come now. Okay. What? You must leave. No. Oh. It's fine, don't mind us. Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Roylott. Get out! The passenger said, oh, and you want me to throw you out? Ugh, looks like we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later. What a pity. And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside. Ah, to be continued. Iki. Okay, I think we leave the game there for today. Yay! Wait, let me just add a little something so it isn't so boring. There we go, yay! Okay, so I've been streaming for about 3 hours, quarter to 4 hours. And I think I will leave that here for today. My voice is doing a little bit of something. Sorry about that. And also my sniffles. Yeah, I will continue tomorrow. Though I don't really remember how much left of the case we have left. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it tomorrow, but I will stream again tomorrow, same time as usual. sorry, again, my voice doing weird things. A lot of voices, a lot of talking, especially you, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Yeah, I will end the stream for today. Thank you everyone who dropped by. See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye. See you next time. Janet.